Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, to the bustling metropolis of Chaosgrad. We now have a university, a fairly successful one. I mean, there's lots of students waiting to be educated over here. We just need more professors. So hopefully, slowly and steadily, we will get ourselves over there. We are constructing over here. Hopefully we will see a little bit of steel coming in. And I forgot one thing. One very important thing is that I don't want this guy to be loading any more stuff over here. Please leave. Thank you. And I forgot to take out this one. So let's remove that stop altogether. I now need to keep an eye on this thing because I can't actually get rid of it. I just want it to be delivered somewhere. Can I just sell the vehicle and the stuff? Yeah, let's do that. Selling the vehicle and that. So now, hopefully, it will stop with the whole steel out to the export thing. That was a wrong thing for us to do. Even though steel is a good export product, we need a fair bit of steel over here ourselves in order to continuously actually improve. Not a lot going on over here. Can we drop that down a little bit more? Is that about right? I don't want to over have workers sat in some of these places and it's not even required. Yeah, something like that. 5 maybe. Yeah, that looks okay. Just don't want to over provide. I'd rather have more professors over here that can continue to get these people to learn. So they've got basic education, but what we need them to do is become more educated. And the question is, does that mean they become workers, or what does that mean? Where are you heading? With 17 workers, you are heading to the steel mill, and that is good. That is exactly what I'm looking for. So I do want to keep a close eye on the education level of the population. So we have 75 with university education. We've got 1,232 with basic education. And then we've got 601 with no education. And what I don't quite know, and maybe this is what I need to have a look at over here. So the most important topics, I want to see, why do I need money within a socialist society? Anyway, that's fine. What I need to do is how to get citizens to go to work. Yeah, no, that's not what I want to do. I want to understand. I want to understand a little bit more about the various types and like workers in general. Not that. Something about citizens. Maybe this is the one. Citizens' daily life. Okay, so working. During work time, the citizens try to get a workplace. Children try to go to school. First, they check to see if there are any free jobs near their home. If not, they go to the bus or train platform where they wait for any available transport to commute. A location where they can work. You can recognize citizens trying to commute to work by this symbol. Fine. Free time. After the citizens finish work, they will try to fulfill their needs and demands, such as getting to a shop or some groceries, or to do an activity according to preferences. You can recognize the citizens trying to enjoy their free time by this icon. Aha! So I'll go and have a look at that quickly. So if I go over here, I believe passengers is what they call them. So these guys are passengers, and they are effectively trying to get to somewhere where they can enjoy their free time. Excellent. Citizen watching. Okay. Adult citizens have 3 education levels. You can tell the difference whilst they work. No education. These citizens can only go to school. They are not yet qualified for any of the jobs available in your society. Basic education. These citizens can do most available jobs except those that require university education. University education. These citizens can work on any job, but primarily they try to engage in those jobs requiring a university education, like teacher, doctor, researcher, etc. You can recognize kids future workers by these symbols. Future workers, nice. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Children or adult citizens without an education will spend their work period trying to get to a school to study for their basic education. So, what that means, okay, so what that means for us is that we have a substantial amount of people with no education trying to get to school. And I don't think this is what we're talking about, right? Can we get a little bit more statistics on those that have no education? Do I know how I effectively gonna get that? Adult children 21 plus still living with parents. We don't have any of those, but I don't know, I don't quite know. So the question is, does this include children? Can I start switching on and off demographics over here? So how do I know, you know, how do I know this? How do I drop this number? That is the question. How do I drop this number? Our population is growing because we have more births than deaths. This is going okay. We're getting a fair few people that's getting an education. The question in my mind is, are we getting sufficient education, you know, basic education in place? If we go to the buildings and we just go back to education, so we've got kindergartens, and that's primarily to allow workers to actually go to work and leave their children somewhere. Then we've got schools, medical university, technical university, headquarters of the Communist Party, and I don't quite know what that does. Then we've got hostels and things like that, so that if you want to have your university somewhere else. Headquarters of the Communist Party. I don't think we're building that quite yet. I don't quite know what we do with it, but I'm not keen on getting that built straight away. How's our radio station going? Obviously pretty slow. Lots of workers pitching up for work over here. Oh, and we've even got an educated worker over here. Nice. That's well, that's not nice, because if you were an educated worker, you wouldn't be hanging out over there. So we don't have a lot of. Wow. Well, let's get some more workers over here then. Let's do something like that. See if we can't get more kids to go to school. I think that's exactly what we need to do. What's going on over here? Now, this is sufficient. But yeah, that one got so much kids over here that needs, that's in desperate need of getting some stuff going on over here. Tons of people that we would like to work here, but yeah, maybe what we should do is switch off these facilities. Can we close them down? Oh, I'm thinking we should shut them down altogether. If we do that, right, we're shutting these down all together. Okay, so if we shut them down all together, fair enough, there's no switch off button. But if we shut them down altogether, we won't lose workers to go to that inefficient resource over there. We are getting coal ore imports over here, and that's fine. That is fine. Do we have more teachers over here? Not quite yet, so we do need to keep an eye on that. What do we have over here? We've got a pub. We've got some flats and stuff like that. So yeah, we do have the workers. Continuously we have the worker issue. And this is now actually producing a fair bit of steel. We're not exporting it anymore. So hopefully that means that we will have some steel on the way here. ASAP. Is that correct? Any kind of steel? You're just kind of loading some other stuff. Got some bricks coming in over here, but I've yet to see some steel. Is that an open hole right there sitting? That's a dumper vehicle. This is another dumper. So what I'm keen on, can we... How many open holes do we have over here? We only have the one. I'm tempted to get rid of some of this. And we've got like 3 dumpers. And we have 2 open holes, but I do believe we might actually need an extra. Got the 2 of those. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of one of these excavators. So let's sell that vehicle. Yes, I know, terrible. And let's get ourselves another fairly sizable open hole that can pick up steel and stuff like that. Either we want a small and a quick one, or a slow one that can take a lot of stuff. I'm leaning towards a small and quick one. 82 Ks. $14 tons. 80. Is that the one we'll get? Yeah, let's get that one and see it making its move straight away. Hopefully it'll go and pick up some stuff ASAP for us. What's being delivered over here? That's some more boards coming in. Steel is still the one that we're missing. We need a little bit more bricks to come in, but yeah, steel is the one. Yeah, there it goes. Is it going? Can it tell us where it's going? It doesn't actually tell us where it's going. Is anything coming over here to pick up steel? How many workers do we have? We've got like 16 workers, so hopefully that does do a fair bit of steel for us. There should be some steel over here. 6.6 tons. Excellent. So that's the steel that was necessary that is now making its way over here. So hopefully that means we can get done. There's still a few bricks that needs to be picked up. Perfect. Things are going along. Not a lot of professors, but we are constantly teaching people, so hopefully our education levels will slowly go up, and not too sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing just yet. The number that I want to keep an eye on is that number, to see that that is creeping towards 100, so I need it to go above 75, and then this number I want to see that dropping. That number needs to drop. Clearly we need to get that number to drop. Even at night people are coming to school. Children mainly children. We need some concrete to come in over here as well. What is this? This is concrete. Yeah, I think slow and steady this thing is getting built, and that's all that I can ask for. Over here, wow, this is tons of stuff. We need more teachers over here. Maybe what I should do is purchase ourselves some skilled people. Thank you. It's expensive, but I'm going to get them anyway, so that we can see about getting more people to work the school. That would be very important for us. What's going on? Steel is being produced. I want to see a fair bit of steel coming in, just to make sure that we keep getting going on this. Alcohol is being produced as well. This guy is filling up with the alcohol, so hopefully we continue to sell that as well, just to make sure that we're not taking too much of an issue over here. Now, clothing on the other hand, we still aren't seeing sufficient workers over here. So if I have a look at this, there's only a few spots that can actually provide workers over here. Not a few, there's 2 facilities that can provide workers. No, that's a hospital. There is 1 facility that provides workers over here. So what I am tempted to do is grab an extra little bus. Okay. And I don't think we constantly have workers hanging out over here. But what I will do is because we do have tons of unemployed workers. So what I'll do is I'm going to grab an extra little bus over here. Just one of these guys. Thank you very much. I'm going to grab you. I think I can click it over here. No, it doesn't seem to want to work. So I'll do that. I'm saying, come on, buddy, go over here and then go over there and start. And that can just go back and forth all the time. And over here, yeah, so you are getting a fair few extra workers. So I think I'm not too fussed with you because you seem to be operating okay. Okay, we need more clothes to be produced, so I need tons more workers to come in on this side of things. So that's okay. This is all still going along. Are we seeing this is sufficient? Let's go back over to this side. So yeah, we're spending a fair bit of time just to try and get our balances right. Yeah, lots of kids wanting to go to school over here. And run out of concrete yet again. So yeah, concrete vehicles, definitely a bit of an issue. Definitely a bit of an issue. Steel, yeah, steel is now nicely being produced with a fair bit of workers hanging out over there. What's going on over here? So yeah, we run out of this stuff so quickly. Harvesting occurring and all of that. So like 3 workers over there and 2 over here and 0 over here, which is probably part of our problem with asphalt and things like that. We need some workers to actually pop in over here. So what's our distances? Actually not too bad. Actually not too bad. All of this is sufficient. What's going on here? We're waiting on some bricks to come in, so it's just the workers doing the construction piece here, and we've pretty much full up on workers for this, so we don't want any more workers. And now the question is, yeah, well, they can pop in over here, that's okay. Oh, this is the bricks arriving. So then we'll have everything for the bricks laying phase of construction. And then what I'm hoping is that they immediately start to bring the resources for the final phase, which is the entire construction. Excellent. If you can immediately start bringing that, that would be pretty cool. This facility just gets so busy. So busy. So many people want to get educated. Is that number dropping, slowly going up? Could be that I just purchased myself some new immigrants. So let's go over here and see. This number isn't doing us any favors. No educated people here. I mean, no need for educated people is what I'm saying. I don't think we need any educated people over here. We don't have a hospital on this side. So yeah, I don't know where the educated people are going apart from potentially working at the school. Oh, hang on. Can we just pause it for a minute? I just want to quickly go through this, right? So that guy is 16. Is there anybody here that actually classifies as 16? I just wonder if there's anybody here that actually classifies as being an adult that is not educated. So if I quickly come over here, right? Everybody here is educated? Yes. Basic education. Some just barely. Some are just barely educated. But everybody here has a basic education. I can't seem to find any uneducated adults. Any uneducated... 2 university education. Nice, that's quite interesting. So no uneducated adults over here, which is interesting. So where do I find these uneducated adults that apparently is... Oh, well, here you can immediately see there wouldn't be any uneducated adults. So somewhere we have uneducated adults, I just don't know where to find them. So if I look at these guys over here, they are slowly moving their education towards a more advanced pieces. Okay, well, let's keep going. No need to wait on that anymore. But overall, you can see that there's tons of uneducated people, but that might all be children. It might all be children. It's kind of what I'm thinking. They might all be children, in which case we just need to make sure that we've got sufficient amounts of schools, which over here could be a bit of an issue. There's so many children over here. It's not because we don't have room in the school. Well, we don't have room in school, but it's because we don't have teachers. That is the issue. That's the primary issue. So how do I get more teachers? How many people with degree education? Well, fine. So what I want to do is let's add buildings where citizens should go to work. There, right? And then there, and I don't know if that's a good idea though. So if I say go here, and I say, well, actually I don't want everybody to work there. I don't know. I can't seem to fathom that. Oh, what I could probably do is try and make it a little easier for you to get there. So I could, for instance, say, hey buddies, link up over there and we'll build it so you can straight go over there. Nice. You can straight go into school here. Nice. That's pretty cool. Can we get more people to actually work it there? That's the question. This is underway. Good stuff. Okay. How are we doing over here? Are we producing a little bit better than this now? Slowly? Quickly? I don't know. I think we need more clothing in order to... Can we have a storage facility? If I quickly go over here and say storage and warehouses, we will put clothing. Oh, we can in fact have a storage facility. Is that a rail connection? It's funny. I don't think this thing can, if this thing could cross that road, it would be pretty cool. But yeah, what I'm gonna want to do is, if we wanna, anyway, I don't think I need the storage facility. All I need is this thing to start building up to, if we can quite quickly get to like 5, that'll help us out a fair bit. Yeah, but workers, still an issue. Still an issue. Okay, what's the next thing we should be doing is the question I have in my mind. In the back of my mind? No. Okay, let's quickly go through here. So we definitely need to build a shopping center, a cinema. We've got pubs, all of those kind of things. We can't build any churches, pollution monitoring. Sometimes hospitals, television station. I don't think that's going to be the thing for us. Okay, good. Education, not university halls and things like that right now. At some point, maybe medical universities and so on. No problem. Foods and crop related. So we're doing that. We're doing alcohol. We could probably start producing our own food as well, which would be pretty good. Livestock farms, which takes crops and turns that into livestock. Yeah, that could work as well. We are importing crops anyway, so we can just import it straight into that. And then from there, that goes to a slaughterhouse to get meat. And then that goes to meat storage. So that's okay, we can do that. Let's have a quick look at what's happening on our exports. So if I say for the last month, what did we do? My goodness. What did we import? What cost us the money? Steel. Why are we importing steel? Ah, for construction. Fine. We imported steel for the 2 buildings that we were building. So that's okay. So as long as we don't keep doing that, I'm quite comfortable with the rest of those imports. Okay, so let's go back. And now if we say exports, we're getting about equal, so we're not going to do the steel anymore, but we're getting pretty decent numbers for cement and for alcohol. Well, pretty decent. This is slowly upping. This one is up and down and up and down and up and down. We bought some vehicles. We had some foreign manpower come in, and so on. Oh, we're importing resources over here as well. Oh, power. Yes, we're purchasing power, and it's costing us a little bit of money. These guys, are they learning? Some of them are already halfway through that level of education. So I'm happy that our kind of economy is starting to stabilize, and we should probably speed things up a little. Actually, that is probably what we need to do. Still waiting on a fair bit of concrete to come in over here, so I would hope that there are some concrete trucks making their way. What's happening at the steel mill? A few workers over here. Yeah, a fair bit of steel will become available. I would like us to get a little bit of a buffer going on. Over here, have someone working there, have someone working there. That's pretty good. So I don't mind having a worker or two over there to make sure that we can constantly be picking up some of this stuff. Over here, not a lot. And loading that straight into the truck over there, right? Yeah, slow and steady. Here comes the bus. Is it bringing me some workers? Yes, it is. So we'll see some stuff being developed ASAP. Getting some more workers, I would imagine, right? Yeah, well, so stuff is happening over there. But yeah, all we need to do is get more workers to the places where they need to be. Can I? Productive aged workers. And we've got tons of unemployed workers. Tons. So for some reason, okay, there's one thing that is an issue. Can I have a click on a building and find out if we've got unemployed workers here? Because what I want to try and find out is where they are. Let's go back, and something about citizens. Get citizens move into the how to get citizens to go to work. That's fine. Let's quickly have a look at this. So how to get citizens to move into residential. After you construct the residential building, you have two options for citizens. Invite immigrants for money. You can invest some rubles or dollars and invite immigrants to your building. Click on the buildings where you would like new citizens, then click invite them. Yeah, and that's fine. Invite third world, spend dollars. Immigrants from the third world can be hungrier with poor health or no education, but they are cheaper to invite. Okay, so maybe we don't want to do that. Move to another building. You can relocate citizens from one residential building to another. Click on the source building that you want to remove citizens from. Click on the relocate citizens, then just click on the building where you want citizens to move to. We shall try that. How to get citizens to university and make them smarter. Okay. If a citizen finishes their education at school, they can move on to study at university. If the citizen is 21 plus, you need to use the relocate tool and relocate them to university halls or residence. University halls is a special residential building. The difference is those buildings those citizens are not going to work and instead will be going to university. If the citizen ends their studies, they will try and rent a free flat near the university halls of residence. If the citizen cannot find a nearby flat, you can relocate them from university halls to residence manually. If the citizen has finished school during their childhood, they spend their work period trying to get into university. They don't need to be placed in university halls or residence. Okay, that's quite an interesting one. Transportation for the masses. Basically, we divide passengers into three groups: workers, passengers, and students. Citizens wait on the platform. If a bus, train, tram comes and stations platform, every citizen checks the schedule, next stop of the vehicles to see if the bus or train is going to place they are interested in. If it is, they board. So if a bus arrives at the station and its only destination is a workplace or a station only close to factories, no passengers, citizens on free time or students will board. if another bus arrives and its only destination is a station near a university, only students going to study at the university and or the teacher staff that work there will step onto the bus. You can decide which citizens are allowed to board or light a vehicle at each stop. To control this, open the vehicle window. Warning: if a citizen is stuck on transportation for too long, they will leave the vehicle and appear at their home. Okay, that's fine. New citizens, how to get citizens for free. Every other citizen can have a baby. If a citizen is too hungry or too sick, they are less likely to be able to have a baby. Birth rates depend on how good life is for citizens. Yes, fair enough. The health and inevitable death of citizens. Every citizen's health level. This level is affected by many factors. Example: if a citizen drinks alcohol, their health is decreased. If a citizen is hungry for too long, their health level is decreased. Every citizen has a lifespan. Their life expectancy lifespan is affected by many factors like pollution, happiness, and health. Every citizen can potentially fall ill. If health is less than 50, they will remain to hospital. If health is less than 30, they will not work. If health is less than 20%, health will constantly lost unless an ambulance can save them. Citizens will die if their health level is 0. They will reach their lifespan. Okay, well, that's quite straightforward. Health, happiness, citizens and demands, citizen, religion and spirituality, government loyalty. We're watching. Why should I build kindergartens? Why should I build schools? Okay, so the one thing that I want to just try quickly before we end this episode is have a look. So we've got tons of people that want to go to school over here. So what I'm keen on doing is potentially saying, guys, we want to relocate people from here, and we'll move them to a building. This building is full. This building is full. Oh, why is that building full? What I'm wondering, hang on, so let's forget about that. This building finished, that's okay. Are we auto letting immigrating people over here? Are we doing that? This is absolutely full, not just a little bit full, this is absolutely full. So where did they come from? Did they move themselves? That is quite interesting. If I come here, over here, and I say click that, randomly move citizens from existing residential buildings to newly built flats. I think we are pretty much in a position where we can try and do that. I think we are at a position where we can pretty much do that. I don't want to continue to get citizens. What I do need to do, however, is build another building somewhere so that my construction industry can continue to improve. And yeah, we need to end this episode. So quickly, let me switch, get one more brick flat to start up over here. Can we squeeze something in there? Come on. Maybe over here then? Something a little smaller. That feels like quite a distance actually. Okay, maybe something like that then instead. Not quite. So if we say do that, and I'm not gonna get citizens for this one. So if we say get citizens, let's make sure we switch to that one. So we're trying to reuse our existing citizens as best we can. So yeah, let's do it. So we'll just pop that one in there. So the construction industry will slowly start moving vehicles out to go and get gravel and then get this built. So I believe that should be done quickly, and then the rest will start happening. So we can continue to build that. What we should also do is start laying out our next road section. So let's quickly do that also. I'm gonna grab this one over here. Maybe what we should do is grab a little bit of gravel. Okay, so what I would be interested in is, say, something like that. Okay, so we'll do a little something like so. So there's a bit of room for some other stuff, and I'm just gonna say go ahead, start the construction of this. And we'll probably see some construction industry trying to move things along over here. That should be built pretty quickly, that piece of road right there. Excellent. And it is done, right? Oh no, now we need some asphalt. Oh, it's asphalt roads. Absolutely. Absolutely great stuff. So let's get some of this done. So yeah, we're going to slowly start getting our neighborhoods built out a little bit more. Getting people to move around a little. I think we are seeing, well, I'm hoping we're seeing more teachers over here, but not quite yet. This is going along quite nicely, actually. Concrete is flowing in and so on. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm ExactChaos, and this has been Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we are slowly stabilizing the industrial city of Chaosgrad and its neighbors. And what we probably need to do is start laying out another city somewhere else, maybe more of a non-industrial city, something with a mall and a cinema and all these kind of things. So thank you so much for watching. Hit that button if you've enjoyed it, and tell me what you think. What do you want to see next? Where should we be going? And yeah, bye bye.